Hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle Noma channel. This is another premiere. A premiere is a recorded video with live chat and live buying. If you prefer live auctions, check out my 3 auctions per week at 7 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, and Monday. So I say, laissez bon temps, roulez. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. Go ahead and start by clicking the thumbs up for me. That helps me ever so much with the YouTube algorithm. Also, make sure you're on live chat. Why? Well, that top chat will just deceive you and make you think that your own chat is at the top when it isn't necessarily. So make sure you're subscribed and you have notifications on as well. Spoiler alert, even though I am showing rings, no rings will be over $10. Why? Well, they're fashion rings. I know some people are going to give you the whole spiel and make claims, but I am as honest as the day is long. And I will tell you that I don't have the means to test any jewelry. So if for some reason that a gemstone turns out to be precious, that a metal turns out to be silver or gold or something, I don't know it and I don't test anything. Also, by not testing, that means I'm not rubbing off the finish. I'm not scraping that metal. I'm selling this as fashion, and I will tell you that right away. If you happen to get something great, fine, but I would never want to mar jewelry to test it. Testing is expensive. Testing takes a lot of time, and I just don't do that. My auctions are bargains by Belle, and I'm just here for pretty bargains. Okay, so with that being said, now that you know everything is fashion, now that you know everything is $10 or less, and we're going to start with 2 $5 rings. In the top corner, I've got a cute nautical symbol. It looks like a ship's wheel. Of this one, I do have multiples. Let me take it out of the box and measure it for you. These gift boxes are available for purchase, so if you need a gift box for your recipient, let me know, and gift boxes will only be an additional $1 per box. Okay, this one is a 7.5, or maybe 7 3/4, somewhere in there, or 7 1/4. Okay, next one I have is this 4-leaf clover. It's in a dark gunmetal. Not only great for St. Patrick's Day, but great for people who are of Irish ancestry all of the time. This one also is about a 7.5. If you are liking that, but you say, that gunmetal just always looks kind of dirty to me, I would prefer bright and shiny. Well, here is the bright and shiny version. So you can see it's the same design, and the hearts of the clovers really come through on this. I like that a lot. But just let me know that you would prefer the lighter silvery tone. In fact, I'll just lay it here. Do I have room to lay it here? I guess I do. Okay. Then underneath that, I have these cute rings with the rosettes. These are both one and done. These are going to be $7. Look how pretty. To me, it almost looks like a carved rosette, but I don't know that. I cannot tell you how any of these were made. These are all just for resale. See if I can get this in for you. Okay, this one is a 7.5. There we go. Let me see if the purple one is the same size. Pardon my hand. Got to find a better way to not keep reaching over. You'll see the beautiful rosette carving. Oh, this one's much bigger. Okay. The sizing on this one is just shy of a 9. Just shy of a 9. In fact, I'll throw it on so you can see what it looks like. Y'all will be able to tell that my ring finger is a size 9, so when I throw them on, it's because they are a 9, a little short, a little above. You'll be able to denote that. Okay, let's move on. Here is the next ring. Look at this beautiful turquoise. I just love this design. This ring will be $10. The size on this ring is a 6. There we go. It's a 6. And we'll put it in a little ring box right here. Okay, here is a super fancy design. Oh, it is so hard showing small stuff on the screen. Okay, here is a super fancy, very elaborate design. Just look at the swirls there. But let me measure it for you. Okay, the size is about a little bigger than a 7. Beautiful statement ring. Sometimes you think you have to have a gemstone in order for a statement ring to really be a statement, but that's not the case. Okay, let me move the camera over so we can keep going. Okay, next, this is some kind of gemstone I've never seen before, but look at the fire in it. And also, let's look at the beautiful setting. This ring is going to be $7. Let's measure it. This ring is a little bit over a size 5. I think this one would be super cute as a pinky ring. But there may be some people out there that have a delicate little size 5 finger. Okay, here's another turquoise. This turquoise has a lot of copper in it. Look at all the copper running through it. And you'll see on the sides we have these pretty flowers. This ring is going to be $10. Super elaborate on the sides, and the stone is spectacular. We throw a little holder in here. Spoiler alert, I'm guessing it's going to be a 9 because it does fit me, but we will measure it to make sure. Let me block this out. I forget that the camera will automatically focus on what is behind the picture if it can see what is behind. Yep, this one is a 9 sitting exactly on top of the 9. Once again, look how pretty it is. $10. Here's the next ring. To me, this almost looks like a man's ring, but it's really hard to tell what is a man's ring and what's a woman's ring. So many rings will work for men or women, but I could just see this as like a guy pinky ring. Let me measure it. The size is a 7.5. Almost looks like one of those rings, you know, those superheroes would wear, that it changes them from one character into another, or from a mild-mannered everyday person into a superhero. Okay, next I've got this ring. Look at this flash and sparkle. You probably want to know what size it is. Well, it's adjustable. So therefore it's going to fit any size. Although if you want to wear it without it being adjusted, let me tell you the base size it sits on. The base size it sits on is a size 8. But obviously you could open it more. Beautiful faceting in that one. Also, for those who like adjustable rings, look at this pretty ring. It's a beautiful shield. Let me take it out of that. Beautiful shield. It's got a tiger's eye in it. And look how elaborate it is. It almost looks kind of like the Omega symbol going around it. Here is the adjustable part on the back. Look how well this is made. This is a big, heavy ring. In case you want to wear it without adjusting it, it currently sits on a size, just shy of an 8. So if you need a ring of protection, here you go. This is one of the most elaborate rings I'm going to show today. Let me hold it towards the camera. It's got a light lavender amethyst kind of a color. And look at the gallery of this ring. Beautiful gallery. And you'll notice even around the stone, there are rows and rows and rows of beautiful little stones on both sides. Now, I want to show you a secret about this. This ring looks like a big band ring, doesn't it? It looks big and thick and chunky and massive. And some people like those rings. But some people find that they're difficult to wear, that they're kind of clunky, that they rub against their fingers. The actual band is small. Look at this. The actual band is small. It is just the top that is big and wide, and it's your little secret that it is small and comfortable on the bottom. Let me throw it on so you can see. So you can see it's a nice big statement ring, especially great if you have chunky monkey fingers like me. Almost kept this one. But on the inside, look, it is small and dainty. It doesn't make your fingers clang together at all. Super comfortable to wear, which is why I almost kept it. So big and spectacular in the front, comfortable and dainty in the back. I will measure it, although if it goes on my finger, probably a 9. This one is going to be $10. Oh, oops, wrong side. And this one's actually a little bigger than 9. It's about a 9.5. No wonder it was so comfy. Okay. So for some of you, it may be the ring you want to wear on your middle finger or your index finger if it's too big for your ring finger. So some of you would wear it as a middle finger. Now I can't get it past there on my middle finger. Some people might wear it as an index ring. This is really a ring that would work on multiple fingers. Or for ladies that have larger hands like I do. Okay, next I've got another elaborate ring. Look how elaborate this is. And once again, doesn't have gemstones, so this is going to go with everything, no matter what you're wearing, but a super elaborate design. Let me measure this for you. Here on my mandrel. Okay, this one is basically on top of the size 7. I'll put it in the little ring holder so y'all can look at it. Okay, let me get out another tray and we will keep going. If you haven't already clicked the thumbs up, please, oh please, that helps me ever so much. And if for some reason you are watching this on the replay, if you're worried that I'm going to get the wrong ring, send me a screenshot, send me a screen picture. If you're on a computer and can't do that, then you can always send me a timestamp. Okay, here's a new holder. Let's get to going. Let's start out with some turquoise. You know, so often when we talk about clatter rings, it's just a heart, and it comes from the Celtic tradition of towards you means you are taken and your heart is for you and your husband. Away from you, that means your heart is open. Now this isn't a heart, but it can be worn towards you or it could be worn towards others. So I like the flexibility in that ring. So let me get you a size. This one's going to be $7. Okay, the size on this one, sorry about the glare, is going to be a 5.5. 5.5. Once again, here's a nice close-up look of it. It can point towards you or point away from you. And look at the veining in that beautiful turquoise. So pretty. Well, is it going to sit up here or is it going to cave in? Hopefully y'all don't mind looking at it on a angle. Okay, here's another turquoise. This one has 4 points to it. Kind of a north, south, east, west thing going on. Let's measure it. This would also be a super cute pointer ringer or pointer finger ringer finger ring. Boy, you can tell it is early when I'm recording this. Or a pinky ring. This one is going to be 6.5. Once again, here's a nice close-up look of it. And if you're ever looking for rings of a specific size, I'm trying to show lots of different sizes so that it will interest more people. But you can always request a certain size, and I'd be glad to have it ready and show it at auction, just rings of that size. Okay, here's the next ring. Once again, it's one of those rings that you can wear towards you or away from you in the cladded design. And got a pretty little turquoise. The size on this one is just a little shy of an 8. And you know, it used to be that these turquoise rings were just for Southwest. When I went to school in Texas, everybody wore them all the time. They wore them as a neutral, in fact. But now you see everybody doing that. Once again, we've got a pretty shield design to this one. The size on it is just a little shy of a 7. Here's another one of these rings that I have no idea what the stone is. It's got all of this fire to it. And let me show you the gallery on this as well. You'll see it's prong set. Almost looks kind of like the top of a jeweled crown or tiara. We'll look at the size on this one. Sorry about the glare there. Well, I was hoping y'all couldn't see it. Well, I'll just tell you, it's a little short of an 8. Just the tiniest, I'm sorry, a little short of a 6. So here's a little confession from me. I have really, really, really poor eyesight. So in order to be able to see and read the mandrel, I have to get it in the magnification of the camera, because otherwise I just can't see it. I can admit that to y'all. Okay, here's another one. This one is pretty as a peacock. It is definitely a peacock. So here's an up-close look at it. Let me show you the gallery here on this side and the beautiful feathers and plumes on this side. And we'll look at the size. It's sitting right on a 7. Let's make another row here. Okay, also in a silver tone with these beautiful swirls. I love these geometric rings that are just going to go with everything. And we'll take a look at the size. If you're a person that wears multiple rings, this is great as one of those multiple rings, because then it's not going to be competing with your statement ring. It's just going to be accentuating it. Okay, this one is sitting on the 7. And it is nice and shiny and gorgeous. Who likes the rings that sit up? This is one of those rings that sit up, and look at that cute little cat. Or do you think it's a wolf with the ears? I really think it's a cat. And let me slide it on. So I love that you'll be able to look down at it, and it's like an emotional support animal. So cute. Okay, it'd be great, especially as a pinky ring. It's a little bit short of a size 6. Now here is a totally different metal than I've ever showed before. Notice it has colors of kind of a pink and purple and green and blue. So I have no idea what you call this. This one is adjustable. But I just love that it has all of these colors. And somebody told me that these rings are helpful in crocheting. Apparently it can hold something in the neck, or you can string it across or something like that. I'm not sure if that's true. I just got this as a fashion ring because I thought maybe somebody might like it. So $7. Okay, this one has a pretty blue stone in it. And look at the amazing gallery. And I think even just the sides are as pretty as the ring, super elaborate and geometric. Let's see what size it falls on. It is a size 9. So I'll slip it on so you can see what it looks like. Nicely faceted. Okay, we'll put this one right here. $7. Okay, next I've got this pretty wave ring. Whether you're a beach lover or you just like the geometrics, this one is a little bigger than a size 7. Start a new row right here. Okay, here's a bigger ring with a bigger stone. Here's the gallery. Here's this nice big heavy stone. Look at the beautiful marbling in it. The veining. So some of these rings are light as air, and I try to tell you when it's a big, heavy, substantial stone. This one is a heavier one, and it's got this pretty leaf on it. This is what it looks like on the mandrel. We'll see the size. Here is a, and I'd have it squarely on. Maybe it's covering up the 8. That's what it was. It was covering up the 8. Okay, here's another biggie. This one kind of looks like an adventurine in there. And look at this spectacular gallery to it. This is a stone that sits up. Look at the nice square cut here. Here's the side as well. And look at the beautiful waves that surround it. I just love the design of this one. Nice big statement ring. This one's going to be $10. It could also be for a guy. It's a size 9. So I'll show you what it looks like on. Here's what it looks like on. Oops, because of the wide band, I'm not going to be able to stick it in my ring holder. I'm going to have to set it to the side. Only the ones with the narrow bands will fit in, but you can see it right here. Okay, so far I've done a lot of silver tone. Let's do some golden tone. So here's a wave type design in a golden tone. Here's how it looks on the mandrel. Beautiful lines on it. And let's see the size. These golden rings are going to be $5 each. Oops. Yep, I thought I can't see it because it's sitting on top of it. So it's a size 7. So here's the first of the golden rings, available for $5. Okay, I've got a couple that are butterflies. Here's the first one. And I love that there's a little open part so you can see your finger through it. And you'll see this one is about a 7.5. Here is a similar one. This one does not have the open section in it. Here's what it looks like on